Greetings everyone and welcome to our first episode to the NCTI Focus Points. We are going to be coming to you at least twice a month.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking everything NCTI. Now with me is our CEO.
Welcome, thank you.
You have to tell your name. What's the name, Mr. CEO?
So my name is Petrus Grounds, and as my colleague here mentioned, CEO of NCTI.
CEO of NCTI.
Yeah.
We're going to make some jokes, so just prepare for jokes and serious. It's very serious, but we're going to make some jokes in between.
Yeah.
So my name is Maurice John. I am going to be your source of most of the jokes. Petrus is not the funny one.
Yeah.
But we are going to be diving into some serious things. I am the deputy chair of the board. And for me, I am a lover of technology, and I want to see how we could really push the NCT as far as possible. So, Mr. Gums,
Yes.
how long have you been on the job?
This will be going in a year and a half.
Yeah.
Being on the job, it has been a very interesting ride. It's been a very wonderful ride working with the staff members and meeting the new persons and stakeholders that make the NCTI supposed to function the way it's supposed to function. So,
Okay.
pretty interesting year and a half so far.
A year and a half.
Yes.
Do you like the job?
Love it.
You love it?
I love it. I just like yourself, I've always loved technology, as you know.
Right.
Being the founder of the STEM SVG summer program that introduced young persons into new and upcoming technology, I have always been in the area of sharing technology, working with technology, inspiring persons to embrace technology.
Right.
So this,
And I could testify to that, that my knowledge of gums, and we've always crossed paths.
yes,
That-
yes.
Starting with the STEM program, I would have helped with teaching,
Website development.
then the robotics.
Right.
Like, I always felt like there's always pockets of people who you could point and say, these are difference makers in their space. And when I think of a difference maker, I think Gums was that.
I appreciate
Is
that. I appreciate
a
that.
difference
Appreciate that. I take that with all the appreciation.
Okay.
I think
It comes with heavy weight to it.
Yes, it does.
So now that he is the CEO of the NCTI, of course the expectation, now I thought they will have big expectations before,
Yeah.
but the expectation is that it's going to be,
Nationwide.
nationwide, it's going to be forward.
Yeah.
So, for our first episode, we're going to lay the foundation. We're going to get Mr. Gums to really guide us into what 2026 is going to be looking like for NCTI. So we want to start.
Well, we could start a little bit for the person because we know that the NCTI really was not in the public forum for a while, right? So then we want to make sure persons understand what the NCTI is about. So the NCTI, just to start it off with, is an organization whose pure goal is to educate the nation and persons interested in information technology and whatever is surrounding information technology. It really has a history in being a testing center and a training center for CompTIA, Network Plus, Server Plus, and also being a place where persons can do their testing for ACCA, Microsoft, Pearson VUE type exam, and we still do have that.
Right.
But right now, we want NCTI to be much more than that.
Okay.
So much so, starting from where my passion is, which is the kids. We have now developed our own robotics program, which takes children. Let's put aside the robotics. That is, the cream on the icing on the cake. The real cake is we want students to get involved in the idea of programming, the idea of problem solving, the idea of thinking through problems logically and come to a solution.
Right.
And so we will complement what they are doing in school, but we want them to see that in the next 4 or 5 years, even on now, these are the students that have to be familiar with the technology for us to propel forward.
Right.
Yeah?
And in that respect, IT and software development is so important because it is not dependent on geography.
True.
If you have a country that we don't have gold, we don't have silver, we don't have oil, like what is our biggest resource? Yes, we have the natural beauty of
Natural,
Vincent,
yeah, but
human capital.
human resource.
Human resource.
Human resource.
And we have to be able to take that human resource and empower them as best as possible. So for me, I feel like we have a lot of work to do in the sense that there's the website boom, there was the app boom, you have the AI boom. So we have to get our people so up to speed that
for the next boom.
The next boom.
Next
Which
boom.
is right now is AI boom.
It's AI boom.
As young as you are, you must have some idea as to how software works.
Definitely.
And be able to plug into that world.
You don't even have to be proficient in it, but just having a concept of it.
Right.
You could then decide, if you're going to do a business, if you're going to do a professional career, you could have a good insight on saying, this does not fit what we are doing, and give suggestions to you. As a matter of fact, just as you mentioned, information technology has been deemed as that field as the great equalizer.
Right. Challenging the norms is very much in line with software developers, the kind of moxie that it takes to see problems and think, how do I solve it digitally?
Okay.
And as you said, robotics, figuring out the code of robotics helps you to start at the foundation level to start solving problems. And every society, whether it is in the business world, a business is at its very core, problem, solution, how do I move from that problem to a solution and make some money in between.
Exactly.
Same with government. You're at a job, you get a series of problems, you fix them.
The robotics for the youths and so forth that we have in our country here throughout the schools, we put that back in our community.
Okay.
Free of charge.
Free of charge.
Yes. So we don't it's not like we just give them the robots and tell them to figure it out. We take time out and invite them to the NCTI and get them into coding, get them comfortable with the computer, get them comfortable with making the mistakes, get them comfortable resolving their mistakes and push them forward.
So if I am a school that have not participated in the program as yet, what would you say to those schools?
And that is a very interesting question, and we did encounter that this year. We did encounter schools that don't really do IT at a higher level. Like when I say high level, by Form 3, they no longer doing IT, that's to take it as an exam. And they were very skeptical in coming because they would say, our students, our school don't do IT, we don't do programming. So that is not an issue. We are teaching the children, we are making them comfortable with IT.
Okay.
So they don't have to have any previous knowledge about it. As a matter of fact, they do have previous knowledge. Once they play a game on their phone or anything like that, movement is involved. We're just gonna show them how the actual code make those things happen. And then the revelation will happen and we take it from there.
Okay.
So a school who hasn't embraced IT as a subject, or didn't have any access to do anything pertaining to IT, that is not a blockade from putting students into what we are doing. So we welcome them as well.
Okay. All right, great. So stepping out of the robotics now, it is April now. What have you been doing? Well, how did you start the year with?
The start of the year it was pretty bumpy. Remember, we just had the transition and everything, so we had to wait a bit before we start pushing our work in terms of what we have scheduled out. But so far, we do have a wonderful program right now called Elevate. Right now, it has over 120 persons in there with the capacity to add 30 more, which we're going out in the community to do, right? So what this program is about is the small business owners in and around St. Vincent and Grenadines, those who have come forward. And one of the things that we have done, putting a twist on the training that we have been doing so far, is making people comfortable talking about money. It might sound like a a silly point.
But for those of us who might not know what Elevate is,
Okay.
give us a quick
view. Now, Elevate is a program that small business can embrace, where they come and we show them, because a lot of people think that running a business, you have to spend umpteen amount of money on application software to get off the ground.
Right.
For a small business, one application fee per month could be a heavy cost for you to be surviving. So what we are doing, we have formed a catalog of applications that we are introducing to small business owners for free. For free, no charge to nobody, for free, to be able to learn. And these applications ranging from invoices, making invoicing so that you make it easier for your business. QuickBooks, and we give you a free version of QuickBooks that you can learn. We show them how they can use, how to back up data, how to store data, the importance of data. Not only that, let me ask you a question and put you on the spot too. If you're a business person and you're walking on the street, you have a laptop, but you have your phone with you. Which of those is the best computer if I meet you in the street and want to have a conversation with you and you have something to share with me? Which one of those is the best computer?
The best computer for me in that respect, more than likely, is going to be my phone.
Beautiful. A lot of people don't realize that, right? So with this Elevate now, small business persons, we realize still thinks that they have to have their computer at home to go back this afternoon to type up the document to send it off. They still have to wait, I'll wait until I get home to send an email because I will do it on my computer. No. What we are doing is changing the perspective and mentality of small business owners to realize, listen, you're a small business, you should be agile.
Right.
You should be flexible. You should not be waiting to see, if you see a businessman in the day, the gentleman tell you, send me the document in an email. You should be able to pull your phone and send that document immediately, because by the time you meet that opportunity and the time that businessman reach home, he don't forget about the conversation.
That is very true.
Yeah.
That is very true. So, and speaking of it, that is why I have, I do business, so all of my files, Dropbox. Cloud.
Easy cloud.
So anywhere I am, if I want
your file is with you.
I want a survey plan, I want a sales letter.
Listen.
It's just, it comes with me.
It's a beautiful thing, but you see, a lot of people don't have that mindset. You have that mindset because you've been in the industry for a while and you see how things work.
Right.
But a lot of our small business persons do not have that mindset.
Right.
They just use their phone to most of the time to make a call, WhatsApp, through Facebook. So then in our Elevate program, when you finish working on the computer, we show you how now to use it on your phone, save it on your phone, and be able to email it to a colleague in the phone within minutes to get that done.
Right.
So we're reinventing the perspective of where persons using their phone while teaching them the applications to make their business run, because most of the applications that we are teaching persons can be used on their phone.
And you said that there are actually 30 spots available still.
30 spots still are remaining.
So that's 30 individual businesses.
30 individual business. We have 120 business showed up for that. And we had the young persons who say, listen, I've been struggling, these application prices are killing me. Is it that you're giving us the training and then we have to buy the application? No, we're giving you the training and the application for free.
This is an amazing opportunity, actually. Very much amazing opportunity. And there are 30 more spots. And how much longer is the program?
This is a year program.
So it's a full year program.
Full year program. Because what? We have a bunch of things that we want to share with them. We want to share with them as well if they're doing, because we're going to teach them aspect, we're going to teach them how to use Microsoft Word. But then, sometimes we don't have the capability to write some of the things then that we want to write. If we say, for example, we're going to do a business plan. So we're going to show them how to use AI to assist them to use business plan, to get it created, get it built, how to move. We want to put small business to be able to survive Because when a big company can use $1,000 and be okay because the application will work, a small business can't use 100. And we want to make it more efficient for them to be able to, because some of these small businesses, their owners use it as a source of income to survive. Right? So we want to make sure that you're not really spending, tapping money, you're getting money, you have to spend back the same money, anything like that. Be as efficient as possible. We have one of the things in this program as well, in this Elevate program, we are having conversations, as I tried starting off earlier. I don't think we are a nation of people that is comfortable speaking about money. You know, as a matter of fact, you have to have a certain level of colleagues to have those kind of conversations. It is funny, huh? Listen, we had 3 groups that came in 40 each. 3 sessions, I think, yeah. And one of the first things, they think they just came to sit down and start learning. You cannot just learn a software and don't have the mindset to integrate and make that software work the way it's supposed to work. Right? And we have a kind of unpleasant tendency of thinking that we can work in this day and age by ourselves, no help from nobody else, and don't have a little network to work with.
You have, it's very important.
Very
important.
Very important. So they realize we have this pride. I don't know if it's pride that we as Vincent, we want to be. I did it. And in those sessions, I say, listen, I will kill yourself. If stress ain't kill you, high blood pressure can kill you. You know, because the amount of things that you have to do on your own to make your small business run, you can't sleep, you ain't getting proper rest, you're burnt out because what? You want to do everything on your own. You know, not only that, we and all of them quite agreed. What the other aspect that we trying to, because we're trying to make, as you could definitely say, a small ecosystem. That we should be able to comfortably come and say, you know what, I've been doing this, you know, and you could say, listen, I did that already. This is the way to do it.
So the Elevate program is not just only equipped with software, but actually trying to put people in the room so that you could actually have a collaborative space. A conversation, people you could bounce ideas off of. And even if your business and my business are dependent on each other,
we could make it.
We
could make it happen. One of the things that came out of that, you know, as a small business that we were having the discussion, we were saying that, listen, as a small business, several things going to happen to you if you don't have the opportunity to work, collaborate, and connect with people. One, your mistakes are going to be very expensive. Right? When you make a mistake because you didn't get what someone would have done before, you're going to cost you. 2, your support, your resources is going to be very strained. Right? I mean, whether it's money, whether it's be yourself, it's going to be very strained because in some cases you're trying to reinvent the wheel when somebody already built the wheel, you know, and moving with that. And then we also, in this program Elevate, we talk about businessmen, we talk about businesswomen, what they have done. And in our beautiful case, a beautiful case happened, although it was tragic, it was beautiful. Boom, burned up. That was tragic. Now, everybody who might have been in that airwave space might be happy that boom burned up because of competition, right? But Jews came
and rescued
and put in the rescue. But that, and people will say, why a competitor will help him? Maybe in business we are competition, but when the competition is out there, we are still friends, we are still colleagues. And a lot of persons don't realize that example is a Microsoft and Apple example.
Because when Apple was failing,
It was failing. Is Microsoft plug into him?
Yeah, I remember that.
You know, so we just keep thinking everybody is at each other's throat and not collaborating, which are while every business are collaborating.
So guys, there are 30 spots available. Is it free?
Free.
Oh gosh, free. Oh, it's free. It's a good number.
Free. Yeah.
So, and we don't want to be too long on our episode.
Right.
And we've touched two big things. Well, we've talked about, yes, there are regular programs that you could come get your certificates on. Yeah, for today, because we don't want to give you everything.
No,
we have a spoon feed you a little bit. So you see that the NCTI is doing great things. There's the Elevate program that is a full year program that is free of charge. And you could put 150 businesses in one room that could feed off of each other, grow with each other,
talk with each other,
talk about money, talk about the hardships,
talk about the challenges, the depressing moments.
Free software.
Oh my God.
Come on. Oh,
can't get better than that.
I started to feel excited. NCTI is going to be doing great things. And we're going to be showing up here twice a month to tell you all about those great things. So that is our first episode. We give it a little taste. Elevate, robotics, Mr. Man Gums. NCTI is here to tell you all of the great things that we're doing. And you have to pay attention. And if you could benefit from these programs,
you need to join in.
You need to join in.
We are just uptown. Upstairs planning. For the older folks or the more mature folks, this is the Banana Association building. So upstairs the Banana Association building.
And we're going to put a banner right below with email, with phone number.
Yes.
There has to be something in the NCTI that you could take advantage of. Whether it be training, whether it be this Elevate program, when they want to get involved in robotics.
Where you want to do, you're doing your own studies and you want to get your official certificate by going to a testing site, NCTI is the place to be.
NCTI. And that has been the first episode of
NCTI Focal Points.
All right.
Love it.